Hey there darlings, welcome back to the farmer's table. It's actually nighttime and I don't usually film videos at nighttime, but I am mixing together some egg salad and I told you guys I would show you the next time I made this. I kind of joked about how I'd kind of taken a little bit of time off and I didn't want to come back on egg salad being my first video back. I thought about it after the fact, and with the current prices of eggs, this is actually a much fancier meal, or I should say a much more expensive meal than it normally is. Normally this is like a really cheap way to make a quick lunch or dinner and add protein into your diet. Of course, we do have chickens and therefore we typically do have an excess of eggs. Egg salad is one of those things that probably varies and people do it all kinds of ways. I do mine pretty simply because usually if I'm making and eating egg salad, it's because I need a meal and either I'm having a craving for it or I just don't have another option. I like egg salad, I like it a lot, but it's not on any sort of like regular rotation for me. So like tonight, we just got done with baseball practice. My little kids went over to my sister-in-law's house, and so I found myself not needing to cook dinner and I just need to make something that I can eat. So I need to make some mayonnaise first. That is pretty much the base of most egg salads. I have a video outlining making mayonnaise, but I'm gonna do it here again. Because if you are still buying mayonnaise, like this is one of the first things that if you're trying to convert over to foods you make instead of buy, making mayonnaise is so easy. Now, this is 3/4 cup of oil, that's avocado oil, or you can use like light olive oil. You don't want to use regular olive oil because it can be kind of bitter. And I'm going to do a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm doing this over this little strainer because these lemons, my friend Betsy gave them to me out of her backyard and they're a little seedy. They are the best tasting lemons I've ever had. So I just strain the seeds out. A teaspoon of dried mustard and 1 egg, which because we have farm fresh eggs, I always crack them in a separate bowl first. I've got lax on that in recent time because we don't have roosters in with our hens, so the eggs aren't ever fertilized. And then the other day we cracked into a rotten egg. So it changes you to crack into a rotten egg. It is a terrible experience, and so I'm back to cracking them in separate bowls instead of into my ingredients because I don't want to risk wasting anything. I'm gonna let the camera run the whole time just so you can see exactly how easy this is making mayonnaise. I'm a big advocate for easy swaps. That's it. Incredible. So easy. And on top of it, if you want, you can add a little more like lemon juice, or you could do lime juice. Add some garlic, some paprika to this, and then you have like a really good aioli. Great dipping sauce for any sort of meat, lots of vegetables. I've also been on a kick lately. I've been doing a lot of sweet potatoes in the air fryer and making aioli. I forgot. I should have put a pinch of salt in that mayonnaise. I didn't realize it until I just tasted it. It's fine. I'm about to put it in this egg salad, so I'll just add salt to that. All right, I've got my boiled eggs. I boiled these on the stovetop because it is faster to do it that way for me. However, my favorite way to boil eggs is in the Instant Pot. It's really easy. These were a little on the older side. If you have farm fresh eggs and you're trying to hard boil them, if you boil them when they're very fresh, like within a few days of being laid, they're so difficult to peel. And I've tried a lot of the different tricks that people say, putting like baking soda in the water or different things like that, but the thing that I have found that works the best is using eggs that are like almost 2 weeks old, and these on the stove, they're coming off just fine. I'm not like losing chunks. But in the Instant Pot, I almost always get a very clean peel even from newer eggs. All you have to do is put them in and pressure cook them on high for 5 minutes and then let them sit for 5 minutes afterwards, like natural release. And then after that you can let the steam out and take them. I'm gonna go peel these underwater because it'll go a lot faster and be less messy. I was trying to shoot the video, but I'll be back. All right, let's put this together so I can eat it. I've got some finely diced red onion. Now, been on an egg salad kick lately. I've just been craving it. As I said, that's really the only time I eat a lot of it. Is when I'm craving it. I eat it more in the summer too, whenever it's hot outside and just need nice cool lunches that are quick and easy to put together because we're doing a lot of work on the farm. With this, I use about 1/2 of a small red onion diced because I'm usually making like 6 eggs worth at a time. This does keep in the fridge for a few days, but I like it better when it's fresh, when everything's still like more firm. With that being the case, I've been pickling the other 1/2 of the onions, and I just have a jar going that I keep adding the other 1/2 of my cut onions to. So I'll cut this up and stick it in the brine. I made the brine with apple cider vinegar that I put like 3 tablespoons of sugar and a tablespoon of salt in. It's like a quart jar. And I just heated that up until it was all melded together and put the onions in it. And over the last week and a half, I've made egg salad a couple times. This is like the 3rd time. And I just keep slicing these onions and adding it to the jar. You know, you can do things like that whenever you're cooking so that you're not wasting stuff. You don't necessarily have to put like way more onions in your salad than you want to use, or stick an onion in a bag in your fridge to get forgotten about. Just pickle it right then and there. All right, I'm gonna cut up probably 6 of these eggs. All right, so I've got my 6 eggs in my bowl. Now I've got a few slices of bacon, which I just chopped these up and fried them real quick. And I'm gonna put black pepper in here. Of course, this is preference, how much you want. Salt, keeping in mind I did not salt that. Mayo, and then also the bacon's not super salty. That's our homegrown bacon. And then I'm gonna put like a pretty good sprinkle of paprika in here. And our homemade mayo. Put this in. This is so preference. I don't know exactly how much to tell you to put on here because you may like yours really saucy. I definitely know I don't like it dry. So you could eat this on toasted bread. That would probably be the best way. Or on crackers, or you could just eat it with a spoon, I guess. I'm doing lettuce wraps. Some of this in here. My personal favorite is with some hot sauce. My friend Jessie made this fermented hot sauce. But yeah, that's egg salad. That's it. Super easy. Refrigerate it. It lasts in the fridge for, you know, a few days. And I don't know what it is, but it just hits the spot. It's one of those really simple foods that I don't often think about. If somebody's like, what do you love to eat? I'm never like, egg salad. But I love to eat egg salad. That's just the truth. I just love it. And every time I make it, I'm like, I should eat this more. So interestingly, and I know I'm doing that thing where you can share a simple recipe and you turn it into your life story, but I did it at the end after I showed you how to do the recipe, so here's at least that. My mom is like deathly allergic to eggs, so I did not grow up eating eggs. Occasionally we would make them, and sometimes I would have them when I was like elsewhere, like if we went to eat breakfast somewhere, but I also did not grow up in a family that went out to eat very much at all. We just didn't have money for that. And so I didn't really eat eggs regularly until I was an adult. And to be completely transparent, I'm actually not a huge fan of eggs. I eat them because we have a farm, we have chickens, and we have a lot of them, and obviously they're eggs. I mean, they're just like such an easy thing to have in your diet and a pretty affordable protein. You know, egg shortage notwithstanding. But I don't know if you've ever had something like that you did not eat at all growing up and you were like kind of introduced to it as an adult, and it's either like your absolute favorite thing or you're still a little bit like on the fence about it. And I have an interesting relationship with eggs, but I discovered egg salad like much later in life. It's something that I think is just an absolute delight. So anyway, what do you like to put in your egg salad? Enlighten me. Maybe we can find ways to improve on this, but maybe you can try it out. Maybe you'll like it as much as I do. Either way, when you get home late on a weeknight and you don't have anything thought out and your dinner plan gets changed and you need something to make, it's a really great thing to be able to get a belly full. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I'm gonna eat my dinner now. God bless you. Until next time.